Hello everyone, Trisha, it's me Jenny. It's time for another not naked video response to Trisha Hershberger's series Naked Truth, where we talk as candidly and as truthfully as possible about a subject of her choosing, straight out the shower, no makeup, wet hair, first take, one take, etc, etc. Most people choose to do it naked, I choose not to, but either way it's not a sexy time thing, it's being a vulnerable and honest type thing. And today's subject is Trisha has just purchased and will be moving into a new house. And it's not just a house, it's a home. It's a future home type thing. And it's very exciting. And her question was exciting purchases, or most expensive purchases, or most high risk purchases. And to be honest, like, I haven't really done many of those. I own a car. I've been saving up for a long time, very amazingly, in the anticipation of big adult life purchases. So purchasing a car was not that big of a deal for me. My laptop is probably my second most expensive item, and again, I was saving up for a very long time, so when it came to purchasing it, it wasn't that much of a big thing for me. I think, like, when it comes to houses and homes, I've done, you know, a little bit of living in various accommodations during uni. I was living in two separate houses as shared accommodation with friends, and when doing that it was a lot more of a, does it have mould, and if it doesn't have mould, yay. I had a friend who was very into cooking, so we also had to make sure there was gas hobs instead of electrical hobs on the stove. Decent ovens, washing machines, hot running water, good shower, generally clean, enough beds and enough spaces and desks and that sort of thing, and also distance from campus. Those were the things we considered: practicality, cleanliness, functionality. And you know, we had a big long list of things that we had to check off, as well as taking into account the price and the number of rooms depending on how many people we're moving in with. Obviously Trisha's breakdown of house hunting is a lot more specific and detailed, and I would recommend anyone who hasn't seen her video and is about to purchase a house. It's a very good detailed overview of the kind of process for purchasing a house. But I've only ever looked at it from a renting standpoint. I would like to purchase my own house or move into my own rented accommodation at some point. I do pay rent at the moment, but I would like a more semblance of independence in the next year or two. And as I said, I've got enough saved up that I could look to buying my own place, or at least renting my own place, but the area I live in is very expensive. So I'd have to consider, if I were to, like, somewhere close to where I am currently would be absolutely impossible. So then I'd have to take into account, if I were to move to somewhere slightly further away and slightly cheaper, commute costs and such like, which again, the entire area that I live in is not cheap. So yeah, I haven't made that many large expensive purchases in my life, but I've got the feeling in the next year or two I'm going to be looking into more detail into those sort of things. And a lot of the things I consider is, you know, justifying expensive purchases. Like cosplay is something I always have a lot of difficulty justifying, because it usually is quite an expensive hobby. And then you don't really wear those items again, so I have to justify it by a lot of all the things that I justify my cosplays by. Like, is it a costume that I like? Is it a character I like? Is it something that fits? All of those sort of things. Is there parts of the cosplay that I could wear for other occasions? And yeah, like, justifying any expense is a difficult thing. For things like life choices, like cars and houses particularly, it's a whole other thing, and definitely seeking professional and personal advice is an essential thing to making sure you make the right decision on that. So yeah, I don't think I said anything even remotely useful in this vlog, but there we go, I filmed it. I've got to go grab some food and go to town to go shoe shopping, because I need to justify those purchases because I have no shoes. Because I haven't gone shoe shopping in a while. Wow, I'm rambling. It's a naked truth. I ramble. It's, you know, vulnerable and honest and thoughts off the top of my head, and so I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment, and I'll see you guys all when I do. Bye. Congratulations, Trisha. Awesome.